Welcome to the commercial nerve center of the country, Nigeria. It's Lagos.
Raheem, Animashaun, of course, that one is the one we're waiting for against Coffi. As we go to the ringside for Ralph Chidozie George to introduce the next fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the main event of the evening. This is an international lightweight contest. Time for the boxers to make their ring walk for the main event of the evening. First off, to fight out of the blue corner, help me make welcome all the way from Benin Republic, Gbodja, Coffi.
9 fights, 6 wins, 3 losses, no draw. 5 technical knockouts with the 6 wins.
And this is an international light welterweight challenge. The next boxer to be called out is one of Nigeria's finest. Let's go back. So Ralph Chidozie George, who brings that young man into the ring.
And his opponent to fight out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Raheem, Badoo, Animashaun.
Young man with a lot of future ahead of him. 14 fights, 14 wins, 8 of them by knockout. He's got the whole package. He's a youngster that is hungry for success. He's already a national champion, and I will not be surprised. We are in for fireworks tonight once again. The main event of the night, Benin Republic up against Nigeria. Let's go back to Ralph in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the indoor sports hall of the Teslim Balogun Stadium, Fly Kite Productions, led by Jenkins Alumona, presents the feature bout of the evening. Go TV Boxing Night, the 33rd edition in the series. 8 rounds of boxing for the international light welterweight contest. Sanctioned by the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, led by Dr. Rafiu Oladipo. Let's introduce the stewards of the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control for the bout. Your gloves master is Oladipo Babalola, Mr. Boxing. Your timekeepers are Titilopo Gunkunle, Prince Ade Olofi. Your ring marshal Adewale Tiger Abbey. The treasurer for the bout is Coyote Gomez. The ring doctors are Dr. Tajuddin Sule, Dr. Chike Ilukwe. The supervisor for the bout is Dr. Rafiu Oladipo. The coordinator for the bout is Remy Aboderin, who doubles as the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control Secretary General. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce the 3 judges scoring this bout at the bell. Yetunde Alimi, Sheyi Ajao, Sheyi George. The referee for the bout, the 3rd man in the ring when the bell goes, Tayo Olaifa. And now, the officials are ready. The boxers are in the ring and they are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, are you ready? For those in attendance and the thousands watching around the continent on your World of Champions Super Sport, it's crunch time! Introducing the fighters first, fighting out of the blue corner. Comes in weighing 62.9 kilograms with a career record of 9 fights, 6 wins, 3 losses, 5 of his 6 wins coming by way of knockouts. Introducing the experienced Benenoa, fighting out of Cotonou, Benin Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, he goes by the name Light the Fire, Gbodja, Yo Coffi. And his opponent across the ring in black trunks, he comes in fighting out of Lagos, Nigeria, fighting out of the red corner. He weighs 62.9 kilograms with a career record of 14 fights, winning all 14 fights. 8 of the 14 wins coming by way of knockouts. Introducing the reigning West Africa Boxing Union Super Lightweight Champion, Raheem, Badoo, Animashaun. Referee Tayo Lifehouse with introductions, instructions to the boxers now.
Good evening, guys. I will be the third man in the ring during the action. Give me clean fight at all rounds. Listen to my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times. Good luck. Touch gloves.
This international bout is for 8 rounds of boxing.
Hello.
Lagos, the commercial nerve center of Nigeria. And then after this, we'll be wrapping it all up right here for Go TV Boxing Night Season 33. Still with me in the commentary, on the commentary rather, is George Gift, the man still doing his own thing. We are looking forward to this first round of 8. Let's go.
Well, they kept the very best for the last, the Ring of Fury, bringing out, of course, the very, very best. Talking about Animashaun, Badoo, they call him. 14 wins, 14 fights. And of course, he's still unbeaten. And yet again, he leaves his record in the ring.
He's a very, very methodic, skillful boxer. He's also shown that he can go the distance as well. I mean, if you look at his record, you see that he's been taking the distance, even though he's a very explosive boxer. I'm not sure whether that was a catch, because his opponent, I don't know what's wrong with his footing.
And is the younger boxer, but of course, 14 fights, 14 wins. That's an intimidating record he brings into this particular fight.
But Gbodja came into this fight, you know, with a lot of energy. You saw him, you know, running all over the place. But I can't see.
Well, look at his stance. Look right upward to me.
I don't know. I think he's got.
What kind of stance is that?
I'm not sure whether I would say one of his legs is a bit bad. The left leg is suspect for me. But you know, he must have passed the medical. If he hasn't, there's no way he'll be here taking on this fight.
Well, it's well set for an electrifying fight.
But I hope he gives the fans something good.
Oh, wow.
Badoo testing his opponent there.
Quick combination, heavy punches. Can this man survive it?
Will Gbodja survive this? It's too early for that. He's not throwing punches. He came in with a lot of, you know, intimidating tactics. I guess he didn't.
Badoo is already smelling blood from the first round.
He's always a very focused boxer.
Yeah, looking for that killer punch. He's already looking for the killer punch.
Gbodja is not even throwing good punches here.
Nigeria against Benin Republic. Sports rivalry.
He's claiming that he got rabbit punched as well. And I'm not too sure whether I was impressed with that.
Well, it's the main event of the night. The fans want to see something quite impressive.
Oh, those quick jabs again that Badoo usually.
His hands are just too quick.
And he's got a fantastic left hook as well.
What a shot. Oh, binding very well. Wonderful combination.
Gbodja doing a great job with his. Look at those very stinging body punches.
Delightful border shots that time from Badoo. Raheem. What is amazing, most boxers want to save from the first round, calculate, study their opponent. But Raheem looks like a boxer that wants to bring out his A game right from the first round.
Yeah, I told you earlier. I said he's coming up in the mold of Taiwo Eshekpo Gbodja, and if you, which you have anyways, seen Eshekpo, you know he's a no-nonsense businessman in the ring. He goes in there, wants to take you out as quickly as possible. If he doesn't get the chance, then he just goes with the flow. But I'm not so happy. Gbodja seemed very mobile earlier, but he's not looking like that right now.
Round 2.
Box.
We're off and running for the main event of the night. Of course, Raheem Animashaun Badoo, they call him, in the black trunks, taking on the man from Benin Republic, the man they call Coffi. Of course, from the first round, it looks like Animashaun has him exactly where he wants him.
I have my issues with the stance of Gbodja.
Well, you can't blame him. Maybe that's the way his leg is.
yeah, I know I cannot, but it doesn't give him the chance for good movement.
Yeah, exactly. And you need a lot of good footwork.
And if he doesn't take his time, it's just going to be a sitting target. Some interesting information for this young man who just turned pro last year. And of course, he's done something that is pretty much unprecedented in Nigeria, at least. How do you explain somebody who's got 12 fights in 2024? How he's able to pull that off, I still do not know.
Amazing
but he's done
stuff.
That. And all wins, just as you already know that he's 14 of 14.
Great combination there from Badoo Animashaun. Nice one. Fantastic uppercut. He saw the opening and struck well, like a cobra. Good footwork.
Coffi's not the man to give this man trouble.
Nice outfits also from Badoo.
Coffi dropping his guards. That might not be a good thing for him to do at this time.
And yet again, the stance not helping his situation.
Absolutely not.
Amazing stuff right here in the main event of the night. Nigeria against Benin Republic. It's Coffi in the yellow and white trunk against the Nigerian Animashaun Badoo for his nickname. Great shot with the right hand, follows up with the left.
I don't know what Coffi's trying to do here.
You've not done enough. You're already toying with somebody that looks like a better boxer than you are.
I don't know what Coffi was trying to do.
That's quite ridiculous.
And he catches Coffi once again with a beautiful left hook. Good combination. And here's a man that can throw 6, 7, 8
great right
combinations,
hand,
like I said earlier. And the good thing about Badoo is the fact that he's a very patient boxer. He is like a vulture. He will stay there, keep throwing his jabs, and be waiting for that opening. And as soon as he gets it, he's like going to be on it like white on rice.
Set by the bell that time.
Highlights of that round that just got completed there, scoring his points. We're
Off
back.
and running for round 3. The main event of the night at the 33rd edition of Gold TV Boxing Night at the Okoya-Thomas Hall of Teslim, Balogun Stadium, Lagos. It's Benin Republic against Nigeria. Badoo Animashaun in the black trunks, squaring up against Coffi, yellow and white trunks. At the moment, it seems like the Nigerian Badoo has this one exactly where he wants it.
Tayo Lifer doesn't want, boxers stepping on each other, because that could be detrimental to the other boxer, especially the one whose feet is actually below. It doesn't allow him for good movement. dances his way out. Gbodja, who's not really throwing punches, but he's asking for punches.
Is he asking for more?
I don't understand. I expect him to be punching his opponent right rather than asking for his opponent to punch him. He's not doing much himself.
I think he's trying to get into the skin of Badoo, and Badoo is not having it at all. And Badoo is just taking advantage of every opportunity to strike. Left jab time, perfect executed.
But Badoo also knows that he has to be very careful. You know, when you get a boxer who's that confident, once again, Tayo Lifer telling both boxers, stop stepping on each other.
The man has so many antics, so many drama. Is that what you call rabbit punch? Oh,
what was that about? What was that about? I don't understand. What was that about? He's still claiming that his feet was, and I think he's coming up with a lot of tantrums. I am not impressed with Gbodja. Gbodja just came in here and put up some stunts. I do not understand. I do not understand what that was about. I mean, he had been doing some things that, you know, were a bit very unprofessional. And he has himself to blame. First up, the referee told you, protect yourself at all times. The referee never called for a break, but he, you know, was on his knee, still trying to explain to the referee that his feet was stepped upon. The referee would not have that. And then what I expected him to do was stand up. You saw the referee counting you out, and he was right in your face doing the counting. With all the experience that Gbodja has, one would expect that he should stand up, you know, and fight. This is pretty much an anticlimax as far as I'm concerned. I mean, look at that. He's meant to be protecting himself. Eventually takes the knee. I mean, look at it again. What was that? What was that about? What was that about?
Well, you cannot blame the referee for ending the match because he was not defending himself. He was down. He didn't look like he had anything to fight. The referee, Lifer, had no choice.
Gbodja still complaining that he feels he was robbed in this one. But the bout has come to a close pretty quickly, quicker than we expect. And I think for me, Gbodja hasn't given the fans what they wanted to see. This is a young boxer, Raheem Badoo, Animashaun, a very promising one.
Drama at the very end.
And we were looking forward to a real contest right here. Coming all the way from Benin Republic, only for Gbodja to come in with a lot of drama, a lot of antiques. And then he's saying that he took a knee. You took a knee for what? And when you took the knee, you saw the referee counting you, you know, out. I don't know. I also have my reservations as well. When you take a knee, it's a mandatory 8 counts you should take. But the problem with him was that while he was still on his knee, he should have stood up. You take a knee so that you can take a break. And when you do that, if the referee sees it as a knockdown, he will count you for 8. But he was still kneeling down when he could have stood up and made his case. I think he knew what the outcome was going to be, and I think he was looking for an easy way out. Anyways,
well, congratulations to Animashaun. He was a far better boxer, well-deserved victory for him. Despite how it ended, of course, the man from Nigeria coming out with the victory in this final fight of the night.
But honestly, I was expecting to see more. I wanted to see somebody that could really test Badoo. He's had a lot of fights. He's gotten some tests. But I was looking for somebody durable, somebody more experienced that can bring all that wealth of experience. You can see he's a young fighter. And he has a big heart. And he wants to become a world champion. But to be the best, you have to beat the best. I didn't expect this kind of opposition, I must say.
Everybody from Welterweight, let's get it.
He's asking for anybody. Anyways, We're going to go straight to Ralph Chudos here, George, with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening was scheduled for 8 rounds, but ended at 1 minute and 39 seconds of round number 3. We have your winner by knockout, and he remains undefeated, Raheem Badoo Animashaun.